Good evening, everyone. This your boy Vlad, making the recap video of my trade on August 8th, 2018. As you can see, it's already midnight, and before I went to bed, said I was gonna make the video, so I'll make this quick video of the 4 trades that I did today. The first one was GOGO, and GOGO, I didn't even read the article, but I thought they were up by earnings. No, if I can really verify it. And also, you know where some of my points of entry. I saw GOGO gapping up because the day before it finished at $3.83. Then it gapped up before the market opened. And by the time the market opened, it spiked to $4.44. So I was anticipating a buy, risking off of the 412, 410 level, and I was trying to buy as close as possible. So I was buying it right in here, right in here. So right here would signify this. The bottom part is the yearly chart of how much the stock is going up or down. These candles represent one day. This actually the represent the daily chart of what it was actually doing today. So right around 9:36 a.m. today, I was buying it right around here, and I was risking, about 5 or 6 cents a share. So with this, I was buying it, anticipating that it was gonna like bounce off the $4.11 and just start to go higher. I didn't get the bounce, so I cut for a quick loss on this because it wasn't doing what I thought it was gonna do, and I don't know why I thought this was on earnings. They actually reported a quarter loss, so I'm gonna start going back to Yahoo Finances and looking at it before I even start making a trade. That was my bad because I did 2 trades like that today, thinking it's because of earnings, but actually it wasn't earnings. So I cut that for a loss of about, let's see, $222. Cut that for a loss of $220. Then my next trade was NVTA. NVTA, I thought the same thing was earnings. It had another catalyst as well. It was breaking out, multi-year breakout. It was passing this level here, and I was watching it just to see if it's able to pass the $9 mark, and I actually missed it. At first blew past the $9 on today. So when it passed the 9, it went all the way to $9.70. So I was actually buying on this pullback here. I was buying right in here, risking the 9 level because typically it'll bounce back to the 9, test it, and then it will consolidate, just keep going side by side, up and down, up and down, up and down, like between these 2 areas. So I was buying it there when it was coming down, but right around here when I saw it, I didn't like the action because it got a little tighter. like right around here. I didn't like the action of it, so I actually sold because I was anticipating this to actually come down. Because right here, this is the drawing that I did. It's doing triangle. Since it couldn't break past the top of the triangle, I knew automatically it was gonna start to come down. I sold, I think, right around here. Matter of fact, it was right around here, like 924. So I didn't make much for that trade, only $85. So it started eating away at my from the loss from earlier. So that was my morning trade. Normally I don't like buying stocks in the morning. I typically just buy them in the afternoon. So for this, I thought this was earnings as well, but it actually reported that they had a loss in their earnings. They had a loss, and they actually beat out the estimate of the loss. The analysts thought they were going to lose more money, but they actually lost less money. It still wasn't, really good news for me to justify me buying it. But nonetheless, I bought it and made $85 there. The last two trades that I did before the market closed, I'm still in those trades, so I haven't even closed it yet. So I'm holding it overnight. The first one is BSI. Now BSI reported earnings, and I don't even think I looked at the news either too. Sometimes I just look at the headline, and I'm just going based upon what the chart is doing, not even based upon the news. So I got to do a little bit better about actually going inside the article and taking a look. Like, I'll read the article just like that, but don't even go into it. And the reason why I like buying earnings during the afternoon is because you have till the end of the market, and you have the market when it's closing to protect you. And a lot of time, so it's not exact science, but a lot of time when you buy your earning winners, when you buy it, you normally see the next morning it starts to gap up, like before the market open. You'll buy it like at, let's say, $10.70. Then by the time the market opens tomorrow, it could be at 12. And for example, from my previous videos, for ATTU, I bought it at $15.95, sold it roughly around like the 16 somethings, and look at it now. I sold way too early, but now it's at $18.24. And this was just on. Go back and look at the July video, July 25th. You can see my live trade on that. Look at it, that's at $18.24. No, I'm sorry, $17.90. The same thing for PI. It's the same pattern. I bought this like close to the market ending, and I sold the next morning on this day here, right around like 12. I think like 12.80 something. So now it's at 13. So I'm selling way too early. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Had I just waited 10 days, been a lot more. And those two are earning winners. Another earnings, CCS. Like, you're gonna notice the same pattern. I bought it on this day, right around like the 9s before the market closed. Next morning, it spiked up, and I sold way too early on it. So right around here, and look at it now from 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 days later, it's at $10.99. So the list goes on and on. I mean, it's not exact science, but the probability and the reason behind it too. After you buy, what you're looking for is for analysts to upgrade this stock. You know, it had good earnings. It's also breaking out, and VSI is doing it's the same pattern. You see one big long one, and it broke out past the $8.87 mark. So I'm expecting tomorrow, you know, to sell right around the 11s and to get a quick profit. This right now on this trade, I'm up $300, which ain't bad. And with ENDP, it's the same thing with that. I'll show you. Breakout again. Let's see why this one is up. What was it? ENDP. This is earnings as well. Especially if you have a small account, you know, you just don't buy random stocks that's moving. Like I try to tell people, like, hey, you know, I don't buy like a lot of stocks that, you know, that people talk about. Oh, they may have like promising company and all this and that. I don't believe none of the hype as far as with the management, because they'll tell you anything, especially in these articles. There you go. The top earnings revenue estimate. As you can see, I actually had the chance to buy in the morning around the $14 mark, right around here when it dipped. But I ended up going to GoGo. And by the time I came back to it, it was like in the $15. I was like, oh man, I done missed it. I didn't expect to have this big of a run up. But right now on this, since aftermarket people have been selling because it's up so much, it says I'm currently down $674. But with the since it's aftermarket, I don't really pay it mind. The only way that I would be a little worried is if it cracked 1579, but I'm expecting, you know, overnight in the morning to have some analysts to do an upgrade on this stock. So this may hit, it may test the 1734. We go to the 18s tomorrow and try to sell that out for profit. So the strategy is pretty simple. Worst case scenario, I might just break even between the two trades, between ENDP and VSI, because this is a breakout. This could potentially go to the 11s or 12s. Not tomorrow. So I'm gonna be back tomorrow morning, roughly around 9:15, checking out the market, and we're gonna check out these trades live just to see how they pan out. So this is Vlad signing off. Peace.